billions of sperm cells that make that journey, and you were the one that made it?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good. Welcome to
The Strawhat Show. And today, we are super excited. Today begins the first episode in our new segment, Hidden Gems. And Hidden Gems are basically us putting you onto rappers or artists
may not know about.
That you may not know about, who are awesome.
Yes.
I could not think of any artists to start this new segment with today than honestly somebody who I undoubtedly put in my top 5 of all time. And that's saying something because I am a hip-hop junkie, right? This guy is so meaningful and impactful to us as brothers and Strawhats, because 1, he's a twin, 2, he's a rapper, a dope rapper, an overall dope artist. In my opinion, he is just a musical genius, and he sparked the dream that we are on today to become professional rappers or professional artists in general. He sparked that dream because at a time when I thought hip-hop was dead, at a time when we thought hip-hop was just gone forever, trash, right? All it took was for my brother to see him live in concert and us to ignite the curiosity into his catalog.
What it really took was stumbled upon one of his freestyles where he just murdered it. Mm-hmm. And it was just a simple video of him driving in a Nissan Sentra, spitting some bars.
And that's when we knew hip-hop is alive and well. It's just underground. This is Wax, the Full Picture. And I believe this is an acoustic version. Look at that. Chilling in the park, microphone.
A song travels further than the singer who sang it. The sound of a church bell is not intended for the ears of the person who rang it. Gosh dang it, you don't see the full picture while you hang it. A song travels further than the singer who sang it. The sound of a church bell is not intended for the ears of the person who rang it. Gosh dang it, the art hits you different depending on how you frame it. This one life doesn't come with a damn manual. We don't write about the plight of every sand granule. It just kinda goes where the water takes it. New life like when the water breaks, when a mother makes it, and out slides something sacred, helpless and naked. There'd be nothing without the love that made it. We're cut from a soft cloth, and from a long list you could get crossed off shortly. Lots of luck required to survive. Love's a luxury, so we're lucky to be alive. We arrive in this world like we woke up after we were dreaming, steady searching for a deeper meaning.
Oh man.
No filler bars.
Never a filler bar.
Never a filler bars with this guy.
Yo,
my hairs are standing up.
Let's get into this. Yo, man, just in the few bars, he summed up so many deep themes in just a few bars. So many rabbit holes can be traveled down just a couple of these lines. You know what I mean? You know, talking about describing the beauty of birth and the water, like when a mother's water breaks and bursts out life. I think he's just trying to prime us and paint a picture of the beauty of life, and steadily starts to go into why we should appreciate that life. Love's a luxury, so we're lucky to be alive. You know what I mean? Like, it's a luxury to have love in your life. Not everyone gets it. We're lucky to be alive to even experience a fraction of what love can be. You know, these are the thoughts that really keep me grounded when I'm feeling really down or anxious, or I feel like my world is crashing or coming down. Just daily practice of just gratitude, being grateful for what we have. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from what he's saying right now. We're definitely gonna run it back because I wanna hear it and talk a little bit more about those bars. But how is this making you feel?
Well, the first 2 lines, or what I assume is the hook, because he repeated it twice. The song travels further than the person who sang it. The song is bigger than the actual artist who sang it, and can transcend and continue to affect generations. And the church bell's not meant for the ears of the person who rang it, right? What a way to say, like, you know, the church bell, when it rings, it's not meant for the person who's making it ring. It's like the person is the artist who made the song. The person who rang the bell is the artist, and he's ringing the bell, and the sound of the bell travels, and it affects so many different people, whether you want to take that into a religious aspect and say how church can help people, or whether you just want to say the sound of the bell itself, it's waking people up. There's so many different interpretations you can take from this. The fact that this song is called The Full Picture, I believe he's getting into the idea that, you know, look at the grand scheme of things. That's the whole idea. Look at the grand scheme of things. Starts off life, this life we live, it doesn't have a manual. There's no right or wrong way to live this life. You know? So as we're living it, as we are living this life, be grateful. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the beauty in the world. Look at these little things that create the overall bigger picture.
And I just love how he says the art hits you different depending on how you frame it. That's just a bar right there.
Oh,
you know
my
what
God.
I mean? Like, you know, that's just a bar.
Wow.
You know, talking about like, you know, art, you know, like physical art, you know, you can frame a picture, you know, or the art hits you different, what you're listening to, what you're seeing, what you're visualizing. Anything can be art. Go walk outside your house and see a tree and it's beautiful. It's art, you know. Everything hits you different depending on how you frame it, what frame of mind you're looking at it from. You know, how you look at it. You can look at a tree and be like, oh, it's just a tree. You know what I mean? I see this tree all the time when I walk past this tree on my daily walk. Or you can look at the tree and think to yourself like, wow, this is beautiful. This is life. This is like a living thing right in front of me. It's providing me with oxygen, and I'm so grateful for this tree. Art hits you different depending on how you frame it.
What's up, everybody? We just wanted to take the time out to say thanks for watching the reaction. We also wanted to take the time out to introduce you to who we are and what we do. We're Strawhat Dynasty, a twin breakdancing rap duo from NYC. We've worked years now in cultivating our ability to make quality music videos, breakdancing, and overall entertaining. We pour everything we have into every song, every video, in order to provide you with the best entertainment experience possible. So if you would take the time to check out some of our original music, our content, and follow us on all platforms, we would super appreciate it. We're just two brothers following our dreams, and we appreciate your support as you join us on this life journey. Thanks so much. Now back to the reaction.
Person who rang it, gosh dang it, you don't see the full picture while you hang it. A song travels further than the singer who sang it. The sound of a church bell is not intended for the ears of the person who rang it. Gosh dang it, the art hits you different depending on how you frame it. This one life doesn't come with a damn manual. We don't write about the plight of every sand granule. It just kinda goes where the water takes it. New life like when the water breaks, when a mother makes it, and out slides something sacred, helpless and naked. There'd be nothing without the love that made it. We're cut from a soft cloth, and from a long list you could get crossed off shortly. Lots of luck required to survive. Love's a luxury, so we're lucky to be alive. We arrive and
Hold up. Just on the second listen, so many things. You know, we're cut from a soft cloth, right? We're fragile things. So, and there's a long list of people who can get crossed off, who can die.
There's a long list of things that can kill us.
And he's saying we're just lucky to even survive. We're lucky to be alive. Going back down to the very beginning of when we came out of our daddy's ball sack, right? And it's like, we're lucky we even made that journey. Billions of sperm cells that make that journey, and you were the one that made it? Holy shit.
Exactly. So think about that next time you're upset with your life or you're upset with something going on. Yo, you could have been that one sperm cell that you could have been those one of the billion sperm cells
That didn't make it.
that didn't make it.
Yeah.
But you were the one. You're fucking Neo.
I know Kung Fu.
You're the one.
And this video is going to be really long if we stop constantly just to talk about why everything in this verse so far is awesome. So I'm just going to pick and choose now when I want to talk about certain things.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want.
Well, what I wanted to say is I'm going to pick and choose when I talk about certain things. I'm not talking about the things he says, even deeper as in like the rap techniques. Because if I wanted to break down the rhyme scheming and the rap technique of just these few bars he said so far, there's so much I could say about it. I mean, y'all know how we feel about rhyme scheming. So I'm going to just say that the rhyme scheming speaks for itself.
Yeah, I agree.
In this segment so far, because he's consistently bringing different rhyme sounds and juggling them and bringing them in at will.
And so that's what he's doing. But as you said, we're gonna stick to the content of the song. Let it play.
To to survive. Love's a luxury, so we're lucky to be alive. We arrive in this world like we woke up after we were dreaming, steady searching for a deeper meaning. But it's not what it is, it's how you interpret. They say it's good luck when you get struck by bird shit. I've heard infinite phrases like those uttered. Glasses both half full and rose-colored, so flustered I blustered many a good old-fashioned cuss word. Speech drunken plus slurred, just herb preferred now. It's absurd how we make ourselves miserable, drag our lives down from dismal to abysmal. It's pitiful. I'm trying to change while I still can, live the rest of my life happy and fulfilled, man. Come from different angles like a miter saw. Toughness can come from the fighter's fist or from the fighter's jaw.
There's so much to say right now. I was just one line that stood out to me when he talks about how
I got my line.
How you see life in different ways. Both, I look at it both from half the glass is half full and the glass is rose colored. Wow. When the glass is half full, it's like that's just like an old phrase on, like, you can look at the glass and it can either be half empty or half full, right? You can either see it as you got something, or you can see it as the things you don't have when you look at it from there. But he said also looking at the glass that's rose-colored. It's a famous quote coming from what I can recollect, and it could come from anywhere, but this is just from my experience, just drawing from different context clues and prior thoughts. One of my favorite monologues from one of my favorite movies from one of my favorite actresses of all time, Audrey Hepburn, coming from the movie Sabrina, where she just gives this whole spiel about life, which pretty much falls in theme with this, where she says, my life feels like la vie en rose, right? Which means I'm looking through the world through rose-colored glasses, and it says everything I feel. And she begins to talk about how she is no longer going to run away from life. She's no longer going to run away from love. She's going to live in the moment every single time and appreciate everything about life. And that's basically what he's saying here. So when you're looking through life through rose-colored glasses, you're seeing it in a way where you just want to embrace everything and fulfill it. And the fact that he connected those bars with the word glass, I'm looking through life, whether the glass is half full or rose colored, is the connection between those two lines. A very high level rap technique in so many ways. Multiple entendres, and I'm sorry I took so much time on it, but I couldn't ignore it.
Na, 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 la vie en rose. Alright, anyways, I'll talk about one line I really like, and then we can bring it back and listen again. I like where he said toughness can come from the fighter's fist or the fighter's jaw. Basically just saying, like, like, we're all fighters, man, and we're all tough, and we have it in us. We can play offense, right? We can attack, and that's the fighter's fist. We can attack, we can make moves, we can do what we gotta do, we can progress in life, right? But toughness can also come from the fighter's jaw, meaning when you get hit, when you get knocked down, life is just punching you square in the jaw, in the face, you know what I mean? You can eat it, you can keep going, you can keep pushing, keep going, because it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Now, shout out to Sly Stallone for that one.
That speech is epic.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, man? It's just like so many metaphors and so many things can be just like, can come out of just a line that he used. And this is what, good musicians or good artists or good poets, good writers.
Oh my God.
They can do this. You know what I mean? So much can be said in such a little phrase. Fighter, you know what I mean? Toughness can come from the fighter's fist or the fighter's jaw. You're tough when dishing it out, but you can take the beating too.
Oh
Keep
man,
going,
and he said it's good.
beautiful.
I hear it's the phrase. It's good luck when you get struck by bird shit. Oh my God, it's just multiple parallels going on here. You know what I mean? It's like some people would say that is bad luck, but he's saying it could also be good luck. It's just you're looking at things from multiple different perspectives.
Now, it's absurd how we make ourselves miserable, drag our lives down from dismal to abysmal. It's pitiful. I'm trying to change while I still can, live the rest of my life happy and fulfilled, man. Come from different angles like a miter saw. Toughness can come from the fighter's fist or from the fighter's jaw. Writer's block doesn't lead to a writer's fall. It just takes you further down a path you ain't never saw. Working harder by putting in no effort at all. I set it off, every thought at my beck and call. I hit a bullseye without a target involved. Range like the feather color palette of the scarlet macaw.
Man, he just did a bunch of rhymes that basically just said, like, I think he's saying, go with the flow, man. Don't force it. You know what I mean? He said, I hit a bullseye without, what did he say? A target? I hit a bullseye without a target.
Or without aiming at the target?
Yeah, and he's also said, like,
But my shit was like, the writer's block is not, it doesn't always equivalent to a writer's fall. It just takes them down a path that they've never even seen before.
further flipping your perspective, like, you don't always have to look at writer's block or the fact that you can't generate ideas as something negative or your downfall. It's just you weren't meant to go down that path you were thinking about. Maybe you're going to go down another one. You know what I mean?
As a writer myself, I can attest to that. When I have crazy writer's block in the past, or when I've had crazy writer's block in the past, you know, when I just kind of took a step back from it, lived life a little bit more, came back to it, and kept pushing.
Keep pushing.
I ended up writing something either completely different than what I thought I was going to write, and it turned down to be a path that I didn't think I was going to do, or a song I didn't think I was going to write.
Yeah, but he said a bunch of other things. I gotta listen to that.
Come from different angles like a miter saw. Toughness can come from the fighter's fist or from the fighter's jaw. Writer's block doesn't lead to a writer's fall. It just takes you further down a path you ain't never saw. Working harder by putting in no effort at all.
Working harder by putting in no effort at all. You know what I'm saying? I think he's not telling you not to work hard, but he's just saying sometimes you just gotta be. You just gotta live. You just gotta do your thing. Go with the flow, and it goes a long way than just killing yourself. You know what I mean? Or like focusing on something that is just not working.
I set it off, every thought at my beck and call. I hit a bullseye without a target involved. Range like the feather color palette of the scarlet macaw. Higher the climb, the taller the fall. If you see me at the bottom, I'm probably covered in salt and mud and blood. I free solo and fall often. You don't have to be the freaking offspring of Lori Loughlin to get that upper echelon knowledge. The highest education is raw and unpolished walls made then demolished.
Oh my God, that whole segment was just on like, yo man, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fall, and that's a good thing. Don't worry about it, because if you see me, the higher you go, the harder you fall. If you see me at the bottom, I'm covered in salt and blood, and this whole journey I did. You don't gotta be the offspring of Lori Loughlin, right?
Who the hell is Lori Loughlin?
Lori Loughlin is Aunt Becky from Full House.
Really?
Uncle Jesse's main chick that he had the kids with. Yeah.
I mean, how do you know?
Bro, I'm a rapper.
Bada bop boom pow.
I know you're a rapper, but like,
how do I know? Well, I mean, bro.
He said you ain't got to be the offspring of Lori Loughlin to get that upper echelon knowledge. Was she smart or something?
I don't know. Maybe in his epitome, in his mind, you know, because Wax is, you know, he's a little bit older than us, right?
Yeah.
But you know, our generation came a little bit after his, so you know, Full House was probably very prominent, and she was probably at the time like somebody you saw who was just straight beautiful, you know, kind of like Kimberly from the Power Rangers for us. You know what I mean?
She got a Kimberly from the Power Rangers vibe, for sure.
She does, yeah.
A little bit older and more mature.
Yeah.
Like fine wine.
I mean, she's not ugly either.
No, she's a beautiful woman.
And her character in the show I really liked her personality too.
He said the best education is raw and unpolished. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And I really resonate with that. Raw and unpolished. Basically, the best education you can get, education of experience. You know what I mean?
Experience matters.
Experience matters. You just have to jump into the fire and do the damn thing. Like, it's not going to be perfect every time, you know? It's not going to be the perfect product, the perfect end result every time. It's raw. It's unpolished. But from this raw and unpolished experience, as you continue driving forward, you'll get there. You know what I mean? But like,
honestly, education
overnight.
Education without experience it's not worth anything. You can have the most Harvard law degrees and highest, you know, qualifications. You could have gone to the best schools and whatever. You know what I mean? But the real learning, the real skill building doesn't really start till after all that, right? Maybe you gave yourself a nice little base because you got some knowledge now from your education. You know, you got some, I guess, practical knowledge, but that doesn't mean shit without experience.
You know, I wouldn't even say practical knowledge. I would say you just got book knowledge.
You got book knowledge.
You got knowledge someone taught you, you know, but you won't really know it's practical until you experience it.
Until you get in that field you're into and live it.
Knowledge, the highest education is raw and unpolished. Walls made, then demolished. Laws made, then abolished. All things made by man are
walls made and demolished, all made and abolished, all king. Remember I said I was going to be picky and choosy? Just choosing this short segment right now. Just listen to those rhyme schemes. Listen to how he's constantly, he hasn't fallen out of a rhyme scheme yet. He just jumps right into the next one. It's fucking amazing.
Walls, like all and ish, right? Walls made and demolished, all made and abolished, right?
Yeah, he's just ish, and just picking and choosing. Do I want to do the all sound now? Do I want to do the ish sound now? Do I want to do the all then the ish? Do I want to do the all 2 times in a row, then the ish in the 3rd time? Do I want to do the ish 3 times in a row? You know what I'm saying? It's just beautiful.
At will, man.
At will. Like his
would fall often. You don't have to be the freaking offspring of Lori Loughlin to get that upper echelon knowledge. The highest education is raw and unpolished. Walls made, then demolished. Laws made, then abolished. All things made by man are from the hand of a novice. We are very not easily astonished. It must baffle God or aliens or whoever must think it's rather odd how we're always looking down and never looking up. How we think what we've been given isn't good enough. Just one life given to us, but through it all we want to do is rush. A song travels further than the singer who sang it. The sound of a church bell's not intended for the ears of the person who rang it. Gosh dang it, you don't see the full picture while you hang it. A song travels further than the singer who sang it. The sound of a church bell's not intended for the ears of the person who rang it. Gosh dang it, that art hits you different depending on how you frame it.
You could probably tell this whole video, I'm just super fanning out right now. You have no idea how awesome I think this man is.
Yeah, and you know, we've been doing a lot of reactions lately in the past couple months. And we purposely went out of our way and chose to react to this artist because of how good we think he is and what he and his twin brother mean to us. So we're super happy to be doing that. But let's talk about this last segment here. I'll start off by talking about that line, all things made from man from the hands of a novice. Basically, all things made by man, the most incredible, beautiful things, the most astonishing things, the most complex,
innovative
made by man, humans, were made from the hands of a novice. Like everybody was once a beginner, and then they got to that expert level, to that state of fulfillment where they lived out their life purpose. But they all started as a novice. So don't be discouraged if something feels hard.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody started off as a beginner. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You got to look at the full picture.
Exactly.
You know, laws made and abolished, right? Laws were made, they were canceled, you know, just a lot of trial and error. Trial and error is the theme here on this one.
We are very not easily astonished. It must baffle God or aliens or whoever must think it's rather odd.
So we're not always impressed with ourselves. We're not astonished at the things we can do, and God must be up there like, motherfucker, do you see the shit you guys are doing here?
Or he's just saying like that we're not astonished with the fact that we're even alive. You know what I mean? Even the simple things, you know, we're not easily impressed because we got this thing right here and we're constantly consuming so much shit that
so much media
and so many things that, like, A, we're not paying attention to what's happening around us, and B, we're just like, oh, so that's so cool, you know, but I saw someone on the phone do it way better, or some bullshit like that. You know, we're just not easily astonished. And he's saying it baffles God, the creator, whoever you believe created us. Like,
or maybe aliens.
You know?
Huh?
And that's another way of him saying, like, does God even exist, without saying, does God even exist? You know, just so many things going on. So masterful.
How we're always looking down and never looking up. How we think.
Well, This guy, man. We're always looking down, never looking
Always
up.
looking down, never looking
We're always
up.
looking down, never looking up. Or we're always looking down on ourselves. We're never looking up. We're never looking at the bigger picture.
What we've been given isn't good enough. Just one life given to us. But through it, all we want to do is rush.
We just got one life, and we're trying to get through it as fast as possible instead of enjoying every single moment.
Exactly, and I can't really say it better than that.
A song travels further than the singer who sang it. The sound of a church bell's not intended for the ears of the person who rang it. Gosh dang it, you don't see the full picture while you hang it. A song travels further than the singer who sang it. The sound of a church bell's not intended for the ears of the person who rang it. Gosh dang it, that art hits you different depending on how you frame it.
Wow.
Honestly, I don't care if this reaction video doesn't get as much as our other reaction videos. I will gladly keep shoving wax down all your throats just so you can understand the level of complexity and beauty in what he does. This one song, it was just so amazing. All coped with just high-level rhyming, very high-level rhyming, by the way. High-level rhyming, metaphors, double, triple, maybe even quadruple entendres, casually doing it without even really trying on an acoustic. Simple.
This is the beauty of Wax, what he does. We're just happy to be along for the ride and to continuously be inspired by this artist, to push ourselves as artists, and to truly appreciate. With that being said, if you found value in this video, if you liked it, like our video, give us a comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get any of the new videos we drop. Got a new song out. It's called La Di Da.
La Di Da.
You might like it. Check it out. And yeah, man, I'm very happy and fulfilled right now.
I'm happy and fulfilled we got to do this one. We got more Wax coming along the way. If y'all already know Wax, maybe you can give us
some songs you want us to react to.
The songs you want to react to. First episode of our Hidden Gems segment, and we will continue down the Hidden Gems segment with more awesome artists we feel will enrich your lives, entertain you, and overall just be a great addition to your playlist.
I'm Trickster Hooligan.
And I'm Jules the Boot and Book.
And we are
Strawhat Dynasty,
your favorite rapping
breaking
twins from
NYC. Peace.